So, a comic book that I read over 30 years ago was Death in the Family. And it wasn't Jason Todd dying that stood out to me, it was the interaction between Batman and Superman. Let me explain. Now, Death in the Family came out in 1988, and I was 8 years old. I know some of y'all listening to it probably saying, "Damn, son, I want to be born for another 2 decades." I know, I know, I'm old. So I'm 8 years old and I'm kind of just starting to get into comic books. I had a few Batman comic books before this, but this one kind of stood out to me. And now, mind you, I'm 8, so I'm not that far removed from watching Super Friends on TV.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 4 greatest heroes.
I remember my mom taking me to the comic book store and I saw the cover and it had Batman holding Jason Todd and he's all bloody. And I'm like, that's the comic book I want, Mom. And at the time, it was like expensive as hell. It was like $4, I think it was. And she was like, "Are you sure? Can't we just get one of these other ones?" Like, no, that's the one I want, Mom. Please let me get it. To give a little context to the story, Jason Todd finds out who his birth mom is, and he tracks her down. She's in the Middle East. Well, come to find out, she's working for the Joker, and the Joker uses to set up the whole thing to where he would come into this facility to meet her, and then he pretty much beat him down with this crowbar. And then on top of that, he would tie up Jason Todd's mom and then blow up the facility right when Batman got there. So the Batman's like going through the rubble. He runs across Jason Todd's mom. She's still alive, and she's pretty much remorseful for all the things that she did and telling Batman that she messed up and she should have been a good mom and she wasn't, and then she dies. So then he runs across Jason Todd, and obviously he's dead. I mean, he got beat down with a crowbar before he got blew up. So yeah, he's not alive. So that's pretty much the build up to when Superman shows up, because Batman's ready to just give it to the Joker. Like I'm like, he's in my mind, I'm thinking he's ready to strap up. It's ride or die now. Like it's over. So the reason why Superman is there is because the government sent him, because the Joker is actually in the Middle East as like a special guest to like Ramana Khomeini, I think his name was. He was like the religious leader in Iran in the 1980s, if I'm not mistaken. And so the government doesn't want an international incident to happen, pretty much. So how the US government even knew Batman was there is beyond me. But that's besides the point. So Superman is there trying to talk Batman down. He's like, "Look, I know what the Joker did and it's wrong and everything else, but you can't do this. You can literally start World War III if you go after Joker now." So Batman ain't trying to hear nothing Superman is saying. And then he goes and he punches the hell out of Superman. So Batman is like my favorite character. So I'm sitting there pumped like, that's right, represent Batman, damn all that. And then I see him grab his hand and he's like, "I think I broke a few knuckles." And then Superman's like, "You lucky I rolled with that punch, otherwise you'd have been crippled." And all I'm thinking to myself, and I'm like, damn, Superman's like that? Now, in the end, Superman wound up helping Batman deal with the Joker. So that goes to show, not even the US government can stand in the way of Superman and Batman's friendship. So as the years pass by, I'm getting more and more into comic books, and I'm reading more, and I'm finding out more and more about Superman's powers, and I'm like, Superman's a speedster for all intents and purposes. He didn't even have to get hit by Batman.
On your marks, get set.
Like, we all remember the first Spider-Man when Flash Thompson went to go punch Peter. Like, when Peter got out the way, he's looking at the fist and looks at Flash Thompson, looks at the fist and looks at Flash Thompson again, all before Flash even pulls back his fist. Superman is way faster than Spider-Man. Superman let Batman hit him to prove a point. I'm not the man of paper mache. I'm not the man of cardboard. I'm the man of steel. When somebody's too big and too powerful, you call me. So after that, every time Superman and Batman will fight, the only thing I'll be thinking to myself is, how in the hell is Batman going to figure out a way to take this dude down? Because he is a whole problem. I mean, there is a reason why Batman has contingency plan after contingency plan after contingency plan. I mean, the man has a vault full of kryptonite, all kinds of kryptonite, because he said, I ain't never getting caught off guard by this dude ever again.